An evangelical megachurch is sued for more than $1 million in child sexual abuse case. A woman who said she was sexually abused as a child by a pastor at one of the country's most prominent evangelical megachurches sued the church on Friday, alleging gross negligence and seeking more than $1 million in damages. The case against the Village Church, which is based in Flower Mound, Texas, outside Dallas, and is led by Matt Chandler, is perhaps the most high-profile current lawsuit alleging child sexual abuse in the Southern Baptist Convention. It comes as the suit alleges that the church was willfully negligent in its failure to protect a child in its care from being sexually assaulted. It also says that no one has ever apologized to her. "Hey, we are so sorry we failed to protect you." That is what has stuck. Matthew Tunn, the former children's minister, was indicted by a grand jury in November and arrested in January on charges of sexually molesting Ms. Bragg's daughter in 2012, when she was 11. Mr. Tunn, the family said the village has failed to provide them with sufficient answers and support since they told church leaders about the abuse in February 2018. The village has not yet to date demonstrated a good faith desire to resolve this, said Boz Chivijian, a lawyer representing the young woman, who is now 18. "We have provided Mr. Chandler and a lawyer for the village, Dustin Gaines, did not immediately respond to requests for comment after the suit was filed." The suit outlines an extensive timeline of events, first reported in by the New York Times last month. The suit states the Mr. Tunn was able to access and abuse the plaintiff at a village summer camp for children because her cabin was also the location for some adult staff meetings. Both male and female. The suit also alleges that the church was not forthcoming to the young woman and the congregation about the reason Mr. Tunn was removed from its staff last year. The village has stated repeatedly that Mr. Tunn was removed for alcohol abuse, rather than because of the criminal investigation into whether he had sexually abused a child. But the lawsuit states that the Braggs had told a village staff member by then that Mr. Tunn was a suspect. The suit alleges that the church has not taken independent efforts to ascertain whether Tunn abused any other children under its care and supervision. The village has not. When the Southern Baptist Convention met in Alabama last month, the denomination created a committee to evaluate allegations against churches accused of mishandling abuse. Roger S. Old, Mr. Chandler briefly interrupted his summer sabbatical to address the Braggs allegations at the convention, and then at the village in a sermon the following Sunday. He disputed that since coming forward last month, the Bragg family said they have lost close friendships and that their daughter has been bullied. The day the Southern Baptist Convention's top leaders, who promised last month to fix the way churches address sexual abuse, have not commented on the Braggs case. The state of Texas protects churches and other charitable organizations from damages in lawsuits by capping their maximum liability at $500,000, according to A. But the limit does. The lawsuit alleges that the damage cap does not apply because the church was willfully negligent in its failure to protect a child in its care from being sexually assaulted.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.